the Omni Bridge before. Everybody uses the UI. Nobody interacted with the contracts before. So the validators didn't know to pick up the transactions. So that's what happened. So then they talked to the validators. Then they did Pulsar V2. So the transactions actually got picked up. People could transfer their V1 tokens to V2 without any cost whatsoever. You say you get whatever you created. And that was solved. But that's something that they could have not prevented with developing, except for testing on mainnet, because it only happened on mainnet, not on testnet. Testnet, everything was fine.
And just on that as well, Morpheus, I'm not in any way telling you, trying to
Oh,
tell you.
No. I actually appreciate it a lot. That's what we really attracted the whole wanting to build on Titan Axis, because everybody just gives their honest opinion and everybody listens to everybody's opinion, so we can actually work on top of it and don't make mistakes that somebody else already made for you. Why would it? So no, we actually
I would announce it because it's a very cool date.
Yeah. Like I would not only that, but maybe speak to Steve. Steve just did Volt, and it had a successful launch. Not trying to stealth, and the bots still got destroyed, and people were still happy and participated. So speak to him, and he started with what I think it was like 5,000 only in LP, and look at where it is now. So yeah.
Big thanks to that is Titan Farms. We'll have to give Titan Farms credit where it's due. They killed it.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy thing about the Volt model with growing liquidity over through the auctions and starting off small, it was 5 million liquidity before the farms. And then it became 10, 12, 14 after farms. 5 million before farms? God damn.
Good, man.
Yeah.
And fast, too. Days, bro. Days. Yeah. Incredible, man.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to have him use E280 as one of the pillars.
I know we've got Inferno in there as one of the pillars. We've got Awesome X in there as one of the pillars. Come on, baby! I actually forget what I was going to say there. You threw me off my train of thought.
Ali, I agree with you 100%. And Jake, you've said it in the past too. Is like when these launches come, I mean, your best approach is to let the dust settle a little bit. I mean, seriously, because it can be a disaster. It's a little more, it's wiser, to go into the party kind of knowing what's going on before you just, strut on in thinking you're going to take center stage. They got a whole nother world coming you.
The whole Blaze team got wrecked trying to market buy our own launch. All of us. We're all sitting on a Zoom call, everybody ready for the launch, everybody trying to market buy. Every single one of us lost money market buying our own coins, right? Because we wouldn't sell, because we couldn't sell our own coin. So we're like, fuck. You were just to mention about the farms. Yeah, Titan Farms was a godsend for Inferno as well. Inferno was with about 150k liquidity. Within a week of Titan Farms launching, there's 1 million liquidity, or a million in liquidity, which is makes an insane difference to just to the performance of the coin. What's possible?
Everything. It did everything. The whole ecosystem, like. It was like a relief of fresh air for the whole ecosystem, right? Because everybody's like, "Oh, liquidity." That was always the stupidest fodder thing going around. And then, boom! Overnight, like instantly, everything started getting filled up, and everybody started to be able to play. And then whales and sharks and dolphins started to, swim around us and play around us because now they're more comfortable. It was a brilliant move. Farms is incredible timing, man. Incredible.
I must actually take a quick look because the Awesome X launched, and I think it was sitting at about 150k liquidity, and there was 350k daily volume. So is it an LP's wet dream, an LP provider's wet dream? But somebody mentioned it on Twitter, and I think I looked back the next day, and there was over 100k had been added to the liquidity pool already, and that's even without farms. It's just the community. You're all too fucking smart.
I was super excited to say that Element 280 was buying and burning Awesome X before Awesome X was doing it.
Look at that. Dope. Dude, you should tweet that. That's a tweet, bro.
That's bullish, man.
Bullish, bro. That's beautiful marketing right there, right? Like, you got to tweet that, man. Somebody clip that and just post it.
Yeah. There's only so much time in the day, you know.
I know. No excuse. No rest to 2026. Bro. That's it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel it every day. Like I hardly get sleep, and I'm not complaining. Like I live my life on this damn laptop.
It's a beautiful feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Nicotina anime in a laptop. That's all you need.
It's exciting waking up every morning and going to Deck Screener and saying, "Where's the good deal today?" You know, it's like there's so much activity and so many opportunities. It's fabulous. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, quoting Jake,
it
you know,
will-
like just where everyone, you know, everyone's looking over here. See what's going on this side. What's going on
Exactly.
over here?
It's amazing.
What's red this week it may end up being green next month. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
The
sleep-
perfect example, Dragon X.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh yeah, whatever. This has a 369 payout, whatever. Nobody really gives a fuck. Wham! 100 X.
You know,
Everybody's like, what the fuck?
pulling the gate. It's like, let me in, let me in. That was everybody. Let me in, let me in. Like later,
Yeah,
baby.
that was the ultimate FUD when it was below 1-to-1. People were like,
was
this
doing
is
this.
this is a failed launch, failed token. Everybody sell and go home. Yeah.
That's so funny, man. Eric like blocking, booting everybody out of TGs. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. Get out of here. I was like,
Yeah, I
Eric,
think he was saying the market's irrational. The market,
Yeah.
that's what he kept saying.
you don't know what you're talking about. This is genius. I started, yeah. It was so funny. Eric was blocking everyone, man. I started laughing, man. But he was right. He was right.
Quick answer on this. I'm going to say pricing varies wildly depending on what you're trying to do and complexity. I would recommend just DMing Ali or Josh and get a more. Go ahead.
Just a quick one on that. So, I mean, the first thing anybody comes, you know, a white paper is kind of what we need. You know, people email through, you know, bullet points, you know, or a paragraph. What we really need for anybody looking to build something is a white paper with the full details of what you're planning to build, and then we can kind of have a discussion. And then from there, you can tell how long it's going to take to build and the sort of price ballpark figure for it. And then that's your starting points. It's easy to go from there. If you don't mind, can you share the awesome? I want to share this with the community. The awesomx.win page. I just want to show what we've got for the community. Anybody wanting? We've got built into AwesomeX. There's 2 percentages. There's 3% pools, a 3% pool and a 3.5% pool that comes in and gets put away. If you click in there and click on the stats page, if you scroll down, there's you see the AwesomeX Launchpad balance and the AwesomeX Treasury balance. These are funds to build on AwesomeX, to build brand new projects. So that Launchpad balance, there's 60K sitting there at the minute for any community members to apply to build their own project, and that will fund it. You will become the founder. You will get the Genesis allocation. We can help you build the project that benefits the AwesomeX little ecosystem, and that's what that's there for. So anybody can apply to this to become a founder within the Titan X ecosystem. You'll get to work with Dave, me, Bad Sports, and Scotty to bring your vision to life. If you go to the top of the page there, dude, if you don't mind, and click the Launchpad, that'll bring you through to the little application page. Bang, nice and simple. Your Twitter handle, your email, and if you can, you know, if you have a Google link or you create your white paper in a GitHub, you can just literally paste the details in there, click submit, and we've probably got about 3 or 4 applications in already, and we want to get one moving here quickly. So we've got 4 days and 14 hours for anybody that wants to build to get their submissions in. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody, just to let you know that that's out there, that if you have an idea for a project, you don't know where to start, you can work with us and be funded to become a founder in the Titan X ecosystem and be up here streaming with all us crazy motherfuckers.
It's just chilling. I love these streams. Like, this is not work at all. Like this, I love chopping it up with all you guys. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. And it gets the brain thinking, you know, just one person says one thing, you're like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. You know, like, I love it, man. It's good.
Yeah. Everybody has a
Also,
different
let's-
way to describing things, and it can resonate with somebody completely different that somebody else could never reach. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a great
Another
point.
crazy thing is, where the fuck anywhere else in crypto can you find this?
Yep.
A bunch of builders on stream talking to each other. Fuck
Help
builders,
each
just a stream of people talking.
each other.
Doesn't
That's,
exist.
that's what I love about it, right? And they all, no matter what they build, does one thing: buys and burns Titan X. Beautiful,
bingo.
you know.
Yeah, this is incredible, man. Like, because I see everything from a user perspective, I feel so fucking comfortable. Even engaging with other people's project, I'm almost in everything.
You are.
Yeah, I'm in everything. Even yeah, exactly.
You are Titan.
100%.
That's not my intention, but
It's like I'm in everything. Hello.
That's
Well,
it's a beautiful thing, though.
But
Yeah,
it is,
because
it is a really
it-
nice feeling at the minute, because you just throwing a little bit of money into each thing. You just can kind of sit back. Okay, only because we're in a position where we've probably made some extra money now that
Yeah.
we've got a little bit to play with. You know, the ecosystem's evolved well. We've been here from the start, but just being able to participate in the auction, buy your NFTs, throw money into Ouroboros, and not even think about it. Just let it just leave them all there to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
100%. And all these protocols, I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to build a position in this because they're all good.
You're good.
It's not like a donation. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, this is good. Of course, I'll participate. Like
Yeah.
Element 280, I remember because I was on the stream. I was like, okay, fuck the stream for a second. I'm gonna go mint my NFTs.
You're like,
I
oh,
wanted to get in.
I gotta make some NFTs. I remember that. Funny. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, yeah, I feel you and I understand. Like I have NFTs as well. Like I wouldn't launch a protocol if I wasn't, if I didn't think it was gonna do well, Like I'm building this partially to solve my own issues. Element 280 was like all these projects coming out, and my head's down building. I can't keep up with everybody else's projects, and I'm like, I'm gonna build a project so that I don't have to keep up with everybody else's project.
That's freaking beautiful. you thought about that and you absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
I think it was Dave from Crypto Awesome that was saying that, build a protocol that you would like to participate in, and it'll do well. And man, it's so true, And Element 280 solves so many issues. I mean, just everything. It supports the whole ecosystem. It's easy for everybody to get into. The value's there. Like, it checks all the boxes, man. I love E280. How you doing, Ali Kane? What's this? Twice in one day?
Yeah.
Oh
unbelievable, eh?
man.
it's
you
like
get-
it's like the good old days, eh?
Oh man, I tell you what. Hey, did you get one of those NFTs for Colin? Colin was born on this journey. You better get him one of those. When
Yeah,
he turns
exactly.
18, it might be worth a lot of money.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll give you guys a little teaser. Mike Dean just sent me the UI for Matrix. He's probably not going to show it, but it looks clean as fuck. I like it.
Oh, you,
Yeah,
all right.
boys.
So is it cleaner than Element 280? Because I think it's clean as fuck.
I mean, it's definitely less busy.
I'm
That's for sure.
setting the standard right here with this UI. So
Even
Bring it
the
on,
logo is
Mike.
clean as fuck. Yeah, I mean, it fits the Matrix theme perfect. I love it.
okay, nice.
None of
We've
you
had-
know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at the UI, so just imagine.
Come on, Mike.
It's always it's the first version, so it's like there's some few tweaks it needs to make, but this is like the first version. But anyway, I'm glad I got the feedback I needed.
I like it.
I'll
It's
give you
clean
some
gives you everything you
feedback.
need.
Go ahead and share it with me too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share it with all of us, and we'll give you all kinds of good feedback.
Yeah.
How's that sound, buddy?
Too many cooks, what's that saying again? It's like too many cooks, and then the dish comes out not as good or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right.
Now, man, it's
We're just trying to help, Mike. That's all.
I understand.
Have
I
you talked
understand.
about? Have
Go
you
ahead.
publicly talked about what Matrix is?
No, not yet. Like, I think I need. There's some few things I want to be really clear about, so that it's like I don't want to come out and then be like, oh no, but I have to change this, but I have to change this, and then it's a lot of confusion for people. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rather wait and just so that it's just all clear and then there's no accidental changes.
What is next? What is next to launch? Is there anything actually got a date? What's next to come?
Lotus, I think on the 26th.
Yes, Lotus.
Shit, that's right.
It'll be a
Yeah.
feast.
He's like, shit, that's right there. That's the issue we have. There's always something launching now.
Yeah, I believe.
So funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, tomorrow night on the Weekly Blaze, we have Callum's coming on to talk about Phoenix, and James is going to be on talking about Scale. So, action-packed show tomorrow night on the Weekly Blaze too.
Man, and then you have Steve with his fucking
Like
he's everything.
shotgun, he just bam, it just shoots everything.
Right. So obviously we were working with Steve. Steve is part of the Blaze team.
Yeah.
And
So
we'd
fun.
be literally like fucking trying to come up with ideas, even at the time for Blaze or this or that. And we'd be talking about a project, and Steve would have about 6 ones built on top of it before we even finished talking about the first one.
He would start different topics for all these protocols that he would like in the Telegram chat, the Blaze chat, like he would be like, oh, we could build this. And then he'd start a topic and start writing a bunch of shit in this topic about a protocol. And next thing you know, there's like 10 or 15 topics of all these fucking tokens. And I'd be like, what the hell is going on in here? Like, I left for like 6-7 hours, and what is all this? You know,
And he already has
the
the domain names for them.
yeah. And then Allie would come in and be like, what's going on? I was like, they're doing it again, bro. They're doing it again.
Yeah,
Even
bro,
Bat Sports, they're doing it again.
Yeah, we need to catch up with what we're actually doing here first. But yeah,
He's great.
These pillars are going to be the fact that it kind of, I don't know, just pulling everybody together again. The fact we're all going to have this similar protocol launched on top of everything. And I think that the little toggle that he has on the DApp that just takes you to all the different versions in one click is kind of cool. Like,
yeah,
It's a very smart way to do it. 'Cause imagine keeping track of all these sites. Because now you can just go to vault.win and toggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Here, look, it's getting pretty late here, guys. I was already doing a Pulse Wars stream for an hour and a half there, so I'm going to call it a night here. Nice to see you all, and I'm sure, tune into the Weekly Blaze tomorrow.
You want to do a quick plug on Pulse Wars?
Not really. I've just been talking. Well, I mean, Pulse Wars.
It's
Pulse
launching
Wars,
when?
Yeah,
when
it's
is it?
launched. Actually, no, I've been built. So it's got me. In fairness, it's got me to where I am at the minute. You know, I started building on Pulse Chain. I wanted to add value to the Pulse Chain community, just like I do to the Titan X community. I started building this game over a year ago. It's cost me heartache, pain, money, torture just to get this thing built. You know, we're here, and it's we're having a great time here, but building over on Pulse Chain has been a really, really tough ride just to get the thing finished and launched. There was no point in launching a project when the chain was dead, but it's kind of like gone on that long. There's no point in holding it off any longer. It's been developed, it's been built. It's an awesome. There's obviously X Wars is coming to Titan X as well. It's already in development. I never talk about it, but it's it's another fantasy league game with and it has all the Titan X coins in it. We've got. I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but there's an awesome version coming for the Titan X community as well. But Pulse Wars is a fantasy league type crypto trading game that's launching over on Pulse Chain on the 1st of November. Pulsewars.io is the website. All the details are there. I stream every Monday night talking about it. I put my dues in for the Pulse Chain community. I've streamed every single Monday night talking about Pulse Chain and Pulse Wars. We're on here, and sometimes we get thousands and thousands of people tuning in to watch what we talk about here. I was sitting over there with weeks. There was only 13 people tuning in to watch me talk about Pulse Chain. But it turned up every single week and stuck through it. And tonight we had almost 200 people showed up for the stream tonight. So, the hard work will pay off over there as well. But yeah, Pulse Wars, it's an NFT trading game on Pulse Chain, pulsewars.io. Thanks for letting me talk about that. I never bring it up on Titan X community streams.
Yeah, no,
And it's coming to
I'm looking
Titan X.
forward to it. Yeah, it is coming to Titan. So you can look at it that way. Like, yeah, we'll see it in Titan-X very
I'll
soon.
I'll say this as well. So one of the things that was difficult on Pulse Chain, so you had to find coins that were really good quality with big thick liquidity. So it was really difficult to select coins for the Pulse Chain community. But in this game, in the Titan X game, all the coins that there's a list of 32 coins in the game. 18 of them are Titan X coins. All the ones that we all know, love, and recognize. You'll be able to build your in-game portfolios. But we've learned, talking about learning from other people. It's not going to be the same as Pulse Wars. There's going to be a much more, there's going to be coin burning. There's going to be protocol features. A lot of stuff that we've learned from things that people have already done in the ecosystem here that's working. So there's so many crazy tweaks on what we've built on Pulse Chain within the Titan X community. It's just because it's all there, it's all capable, and the community is thriving for it. So yeah, no, cheers for letting me mention that today.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, good night, everyone.
See ya.
Good night, brother.
See you, Allie.
I'm gonna take a break as well. It's been a couple hours already, but I had
It feels like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Gosh.
when I look at the clock, already 3 hours. Damn, didn't feel like 3 hours, but yeah. That's
Well,
what
thanks for coming
this
by.
can do. Sorry.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank
Enjoyed
you
the
for
show.
having me, man. And
Maybe
see you
we
all.
converted another E280 NFT holder. I think he's
yes.
the wheels are
Right.
turning for him.
He's in. He's in.
It's,
I can
it's
see it.
gonna be one of the few NFTs I actually own. I was never a fan of NFTs and probably never will be. But yeah, when it has utility the way it does, then then it represents something completely different. So it no longer is an NFT, pretty much.
You could always burn it.
Yeah, exactly. No, man, I understand the what's ID. So no, man, last man standing.
Yeah,
By
I'll
the
be
way,
right
Mike,
there with you.
completely off topic, but it's so funny because remember everybody was like, "Why is Shogun still on Titan X Hub for so long?" And nobody talked about it like it was named that it wasn't used. The moment I talk about Shogun, they're like, "Ah, fuck you, get off." So Shogun is not even on Titan X Hub anymore,
Oh, that's funny.
which I understand.
Yeah,
The timing.
That's awesome.
I was
Have a
wondering
good
the
one,
same
everybody.
myself.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Later.
See you facing reality. Yeah.
Do you have Utah? You got some alpha you want to leak? I think maybe.
Oh, all right. Now I'm getting the nudge. Yeah. So, well, I wasn't planning on building anything, and I didn't want to build. But when E280 came out, I was like, this is bullish. I like this. And the more I dug into it, the more I fell in love with it. And so I had an idea and I reached out to Dude and I said, I think this would go well with what you're doing. And here's my idea. And Dude liked the idea. And so we're going to move forward with it. And that's about all I can say right now. There's no white paper yet. Still working on some tokenomics. Plays right into it just fits right in with E280 and what he's doing and the exposure to multiple protocols. And also Diamond Hands will love it. And yeah, I think that's about all I can say. You can say whatever you want, dude, about it.
I mean, I'll add that it's another easy button. It's another easy button for these users in a specific sector within Titan X. There's another easy button coming soon. So
Awesome.
yeah, I'm excited about it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And it will benefit several protocols,
Mhm.
and it will definitely benefit Titan X, of course. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Last I heard, you weren't too huge on a layer 1, right? You were leaning towards, if anything, a layer 2, Jake. I kind of agree with that.
100%. Because the main reason for a chain specific to Titan X is because then it's a force built on Titan X ethos, where no matter what anybody builds, it's kind of built on Titan X anyway. That's the beauty of it, because they're following the ethos by default. Because it would be the gas fee would be Titan X, or a protocol that represents, or a token that represents Titan X, and it's one-to-one creatable, for example. There's a bunch of ways to do it, where you can make it a native coin of the chain. But I definitely have some ideas. So we'll have to see how that evolves. But first, let's dominate the fuck out of Ethereum like we're doing now. And then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Eric is very interested as well in our own chain. You know, he came to me pretty early on, was like, we need to do this. And I was like, well, slow your roll, man. Slow your roll. But I like the idea for sure. You know, and just going omni-chain, then it's like, to me, that's even better. Like, why? Like, it's cool to have our own chain and have Titan X as gas, and you know, some level of tokenomics there that's burning Titan X. Fuck yeah, I'm in. But just, you know, putting Titan X or a version of it on all these other chains, I think there's way more benefit to that, and a lot easier. Yeah. So that's going to be massive. Like the amount of people that are interested in building on that, you know, on these other chains.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
The way I build the portfolio is in such a way that I can add in any network. So let's hope that's gonna work, but it should be possible.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce off too. I got some things to tend to, but I wanted to at least thank you, dude, for the opportunity to join. Jake, it's always a pleasure. Mike, always. Utah and Marco. I guess I could leave it off as in Mike and I guess at some point probably Jake. Get ready for a white paper. It's coming.
Everyone's getting the fever.
It's no. This one's been brewing for a while, and I've been taking the approach of watching the magic unfold and just seeing how the developers have worked and how the ecosystem has grown. It instilled the confidence to move forward with this in a way that I never expected. But it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to letting you guys take a look at, and hopefully we can discuss. So
nice,
awesome.
I'll leave it on that.
Excited to see it, man.
Yeah, you saw. I'm gonna be bugging you big time here in the next couple of days. I need to get you in the lounge.
For sure, man. I'd love to do it.
So, and Marco, same to you. I think you'd be a great lounger.
Let's do it, man.
All right, cool. Jake, someday I'll get to you.
I am, man.
When you have time. So thanks, guys.
You should stream it. You should find a way to stream it on YouTube as well.
Actually, I'm streaming YouTube right now.
Nice.
I shared this out.
And the lounge, do you also do that on YouTube?
Yeah, I started doing that.
Perfect.
Actually, the first time I did it was with when Dude came on the lounge last week, and we knocked it out of the park. Wasn't that right?
Nice. Make sure you also stream so YouTube, Twitter, so I can share it out.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good. Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, have a good one.
Take care.
Take care, Ted.
Not to jinx it, Element 280 with the first to start to rebound from the dip. Good job, man. It's a machine. The machines love these days. I'm telling you, man, I love it. You know what's funny? Hey, Jake, have you noticed this, right? So you notice the first FUD all year was like, Titan X not gonna last more than 3 months. The buy and burn's not gonna last no more. Blah blah. This and that. You notice now everybody got to FUD it. Try to FUD Titan X at this stage just to get farm engagement. Now they have nothing to say. They can't say nothing. There's nothing to say. Nothing. What can you make fun of?
Oh yeah.
Protocol, and they're literally outpacing everything, right? Like, what is it? Oh, we had a red day today. You know what's funny? We celebrate these days, right? We love these days, right? This is when the buy and burns gets to eat. The buy and burns are supposed to be dead 300 days ago. Now they're eating. They're alive. They're stronger than ever, right? They updated with new protocol, new software, and they're hungry. You know, it's beautiful, man. I love it. I love seeing these tweets. I just laugh. I'm like, guys, you have no idea what's happening. Like, we love these days, man. We love it.
Matt, it's also like the dip now is so small. It's so ridiculously small. It's nothing.
That's it.
Like when you zoom out on the chart, I'm like, wow, is this what people are complaining about?
I
This is
know.
a fucking average Tuesday in crypto. Like, have you never been in crypto? It used to be like 20% drops out of nowhere and then 50% up the next day, especially in bull markets. If you
Yeah.
start selling dips in bull markets, you're gonna have a horrible bull market.
Yes, you are.
Just hold on. Hold on.
And-
It's like riding
When
it's
you have
like riding these mechanical bulls. You just have to hold on. That's all you need to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have machines on top of what you just said, right? That you got to deal with now, you know? It's crazy, man.
Oh yeah. The cool thing about TitanX is because this is very similar to early Ethereum. So when TitanX dips, people have protocols that they want to get into. So they'll buy TitanX as a proxy to get into the protocol because the protocol is dipping. So now they're like, oh, I want to get this dip here. So we have 20, like roughly 17 spots of demand now.
Yeah.
When there's a dip, people are like, oh, hell yeah, I want to get this. And as a result, they're buying TitanX and people want to buy the TitanX dip. And then the machines want as much supply as they can. So when
Yep.
when the users sell, the machines are like, hell yeah, give it to me. Give me more. I need more.
Yep.
So it's good. I like
You have
it.
one side feeding the machines, while the other side, the machines are just eating what people just dropped on this side, right? So go ahead and do it. There's not enough TitanX to stop them. You can't. The math is math, right? So go ahead, do what you got to do, man. And I just, like I said, I love when they brag, man. I love when they brag. So good.
I remember when people, the chat, the Telegram chat, dude. I mean, I was there in the very beginning, right? I went through all the shit. I mean, you name it. I seen it all in there. I ran into about 5,000 buy and burn experts. Okay. Everybody was a damn buy and burn expert. Holy shit. Stop the madness. It got so old, and everybody had these different calculations. Well, if we do it this way, this is going to run out this day and all these different calculations. And I'm just like, and now we don't even fucking talk about it. It doesn't even matter.
Yep.
You've got so many protocols out here burning TitanX. Now it's like, holy shit, we don't have enough TitanX. Just like Marco says. I mean, I've been here from the beginning. I'm still buying these retracements. If there's a retracement, I'm scooping. If I have powder and I'm like, shit, I need more powder. You know what I mean? But I'm still buying retracements. Like, this ain't the time to play around.
No,
I mean, where we're going
you wanna
right
know-
now.
105
An
burn.
interesting stat about the buy and burn. So people are focusing on the V2. The V2 is only 3% of the daily volume. It's literally irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's 3% of the daily volume. The protocols burn 5 to 10x more per day when it comes to like the TitanX that they burn than the buy and burn. So the protocols have 5 to 10x. So you can basically 5 to 10x whatever the buy and burn used to do, and that's protocols now. It's only 3% of the volume. And for people that like seeing a buy and burn number, we have Hyper. Hyper has $6 million sitting there. We have the V1. That's $11-12 million sitting there. So like, my God, people are really grasping for straws now. Like, they're just like, give me something to talk about,
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No matter, and the thing is, like, the thing is, it's sad because we try so hard for so long. Like, just try to explain to how it works. Like, no, I put in ChatGPT. ChatGPT said by April the buy and burn is going to be empty. That's it. ChatGPT said it, Marco. I'm like, it doesn't work that way, guys. It's not just about simple, just math. It doesn't work that way. There's so much you're not understanding. Like, there's so much things that's happening that it just doesn't work that way. You can't just look at that number, put a calculator, and be like, oh yeah, it's going to be empty by tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. They don't understand.
100%.
And every
This-
time
This
TitanX
is,
little
this
bit.
is-
it goes up. Go ahead.
yeah. The other thing is, people get too fixated on one thing and they lose part of the big picture. Like, you have literal meme coins that are $10 billion market caps. There's $0 buy and burn there. Like, that was literally just a backstop for the protocol. That's the only reason it existed, is to help supply flatten out, create bottoms, etc. But that meme coin has nothing. It's just marketing. Marketing, a good community demand, and a lot of people seeing it. And we have the formula to do that at scale. The streams, the marketing, the community engagement. When people see it, because like when you look at the main metric I look at for TitanX is a holder count. And it's looking like it's at the start of an exponential curve. It's curving up slowly, and you see an inkling to the side, like the start of an exponential curve. Because the more holders you get, the more people know about it, because the more people talk about it. So that exponential curve is an effect of community marketing. That's the number one metric, it's holders. Everything else is irrelevant.
and it's growing, Jake. It's growing little by little. The holders, bro. I love it,
Yep.
man. It's so good. Like, wow. Like, you know,
Yeah, and obviously all the disclaimers, not financial advice. Could nuke to zero. This is all an experiment.
no financial advice, guys. You know, we're just fellas just talking about things we love, man. That's all it is, man. Don't do everything opposite what I just said if you want, right? Like, we just love what we do, man. It's just fun. Code is fun. Building on it, speculating on it. You know, like this is all experiment. At the end of the day, right? Like, it's a
You
beautiful.
want to know the? Oh, this is the perfect example. If you just focus on the numbers, you lost on day 280.
Yes. Bam. Mic drop. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Man, day 280 was so insane. World markets nuked, stock market nuked,
Everything.
crypto nuked, the biggest inflation day ever on Titan X. Everything nuked. We were up 40%, and that was the start of Titan X. Against all odds, literally everything. Man, that was insane. How the fuck did it even happen? I don't know.
World War was about to happen. Everything that week. Everything. Bro, everything. Every Black Swan event you could think of. God bless, right? God bless. Everything was supposed to happen that week. And Titan X said, latest. It just woke up. The dragon finally woke up. It was like, roar, and the shit just fucking exploded. Everything followed it, right? Like every protocol right after Dragon X started going up, everything else started just following through. And then everybody just beyond bullish. Everybody wanted to get more. My God, man, what a journey, man. After day 280 was like the next evolution of Titan X. It was like the upgrade. That we all received that frequency, and we just all thought different that same day. It was beautiful, man. I
mean, yeah.
That was the craziest thing I ever been part of.
Yeah, I know you had friends that wanted to buy the dip because I know I had, and they were.
I was trying to buy that dip. I had friends that were trying to buy that dip. I actually exited a little bit of my position, which I never do those kinds of games. You know, I never play those kinds of games. But I was right at my computer, thank God, because it started running away from me, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I grabbed my position, you know, and I got a little bit of an edge, you know. But man, I know a lot of people that tried to play that game and they lost their position, and they waited for that retracement, and it never fucking happened, man. And after day 280, any kind of doubt or any fear or anything I had going on about Titan X, which I've been a believer anyway, but after that, it was gone. There was none. It's like, okay, foot on the gas. We're fucking going. I just seen enough. Nothing that right there. If that wasn't convincing for somebody, then I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey, really quick. Jay's trying to join, dude. I'm not sure if you're going to be hosting longer. Jay in the chat wants to join the panel.
Sure. Where this is he in the streamer chat?
I can send him the link. I just wanted to share that with you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go
Open
to the
panel.
I'll be right back in 1 minute.
All right.
All right, so I'll share that with him in a second.
This is probably the most important chart right here, in my opinion, in the whole ecosystem. You know,
Exactly.
and it's so damn beautiful.
Yeah, flip, man.
Like, do you see, dude? Like, so if you go to, I think, day 280, that you see that the green peak there, right?
Yeah.
That should be day 280. And then do you see the other peak, which is downwards? That should be Titan Farms coming out.
Wow.
Is that what that was?
I think it has to be that one. Like, I have to double check this, but it has to be, because I believe that's the case. But
I was thinking Hydra, maybe. Was it?
well, I mean, there could also be, yeah.
Because Hydra got a shit ton of participation.
Yeah, and that same day,
I think probably that's Hydra, yeah.
the guy put 3 trillion Hydra that day too. So it could be that.
Oh yeah, well, it could be that as well. Yeah. Maybe I'm mixing up some of the dates here.
Yeah.
Let's see, 9/18. That's like 33 days ago, something like that. Let's see.
Yeah, I see. We have Hydra.
Boom.
Yep, there you have it.
Let's go. That's Illuminati shit. Let's go.
You see, I really wanted to add the age column there because look, it's important. We have it now.
Dope, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see,
they-
would have been smiling right now with numerology shit. That's so funny. Would have got a little boner, like, yeah, numbers.
But I mean, one thing for sure is like when Hydra. So that was Hydra. But like you see that peak, it was definitely way bigger than day 280 because that peak went to 10 trillion essentially.
yeah.
And day 280
9.97.
exactly. And day 280 was how big was that?
8.16.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like some nice fact there for you.
Yeah. And now we're way back down here. You know, like this whole mountain has been
Crazy, right?
erased so fast.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And we pumped the whole time.
Yeah.
We've been going up. We've been going up the whole time. We've
And
been doing the opposite of what we were supposed to do.
Since that day.
It's mind blowing. Yeah, since that day. Since that day, we never looked back. Holy
It's like the
shit.
day the machines fully turned on. Skynet turned on that day. Skynet. Let's call it that. Skynet on day 280 turned on, and the machines never went to sleep again.
Oh man, the machines took over.
Right? It's fucking dope, man. It's so crazy when you think about it like that. On day 280, Skynet turned on for the machines and took over Titan X. Judgment Day. Ooh, this is dope. Ooh.
Oh man, I hear all this stuff, bro, in the back of my mind. You say these things and they just stick with me. The
Yep.
machines are winning. The machines are winning. You don't have enough Titan X.
I made that
All
video
these things, man.
and it hit me because I was in the car, right? So my wife's a nurse still, and so she gets out at 12 a.m. in the morning. So I always every time, 3 times out of the week, I go to the city to pick her up. I would never let her, take the train by herself, right? So while I'm sitting there in the car waiting for like 20, 30 minutes for us to get out, I started just looking at Dune, started looking at the statistics, started looking at stuff, I'm just bored. And it hit me. I scrolled over like to the future, to the next couple of months coming up. I'm like, oh my God, there's not enough Titan X. And I sat there, thought about it, and I had to get out of my car and I just pull out my phone and started making a video, just rambling, just like, oh my God, guys, there's not enough. I'm telling you, you don't have enough. There's not enough. And it just drove me crazy. And look now, right? And I was like, the machines. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What machines? And now people get it. Like the machines, they took over, man. It's crazy, bro. I love it.
And I remember that video you made, like Judgment Day is here on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
I was like, God damn, he's serious. You even
Yeah.
got me hyped.
Yeah, man. I woke up the night before of that, I was just thinking about the numbers again. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. And I woke up the morning, I was like, okay, people need to hear this. Like, it's not a joke. Like, I like to be fun at certain things, but when it's serious stuff, I think people need to understand the serious numbers. And I want to show the facts, not just opinion. And people need to understand that, like, guys, there's nothing left now. Like, it really isn't. And I think you guys need to see that. And bam, that's why I made that video. It was scary, man. Like, after that, I sat down and looked at my account. I'm like, it's time to get to work. Like, don't get lazy, don't get compliant. Like, this shit's ticking off, So it was cool, man.
Hey, Jay's still waiting on that link, by the way.
I DM'd him and on. Oh wait, it didn't go through. Hold on, let me try again. All right, tell him now. Yeah, I sent it to him on Twitter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ahmet is bullish. Yes, a lot of us are.
Let me send it to him again, just in case he didn't get it. And you know it's beautiful. So when I tell people, right? So the new phrase I've been doing lately is there is no top, right? In my universe, in Titan X realm, there is no top. Not for a long time, right? And that's not financial advice. Because people don't understand. I'm not looking at it as price of a chart and a number there. I mentioned this as day one a long time ago. I play the ratio game, baby. I don't look at numbers. I don't look at anything. When it comes to ratios, there's no X minimum for me. There is no top for me. You understand? Because at the end of the day, they all look at, look at Volt. It's this top isn't, or Dragon X is top isn't. Guys, end game for me is Titan X. That's the main number one end game in the end. When time comes, when I want to cash out something or do whatever I want to do with it, it's how much Titan X can I get at the end. There is no limit for now at the moment for me when it comes to that, because I'm ratioing. I'm making sure I'm getting as much Titan X as possible. Right? Regardless, if there's a dip, if there's a big dip, oh, trust me, my ratio won that day. because I made sure I make the flip at the right time, because I know when it bounces back up, I'm making a lot more ratio back, you know? So when people think it's just a number and a chart and they're trying to draw lines for TA, there's no TA, there's no lines in my universe. There is none. You know, there is none. You know, it's just me and the machine, and I'm chilling with the machine. I am Mark O'Connor. There's nobody here to save you. You know, like that's it. I'm enjoying the machine.
Oh no.
That's why I love it, man. I love it.
I guess you found your new name.
I know, right? Let's go, man. Just bring it on, man. I love this FUD. It's fun. It's fun, man. You made this, guys.
I feel like
all of you. You made this.
I feel like Jay is gonna go on a passionate marketing rant. I can just feel it.
Oh,
yeah, there we go. I knew it.
Oh, I'm very tempted.
No, no.
Guys.
He's going to tell us how excited he is about all those legendary E280 NFTs he's got.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
You know what? I have a love-hate relationship with Marco today because it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to sell a bit of coins I really don't want to sell to go into E280, but then like I love him because he's gonna make me rich by sharing that. Like, holy shit, man, you were bullish on it. I was like, and I got it. Actually, I thought I got it, then I double got it. I was like, holy shit, this is big.
There you go, man. It's big.
Yeah,
it's big.
I find for me, if like I'm really strong with numbers, that's my strength. I suck at a lot of stuff. Hey, sorry if I'm so like I got a new laptop, but I need still to set it up. I still look like I'm an angel. I'm far from an angel, but
look like a hologram over here.
Yeah, I find with the Titanex ecosystem, I think like if you're strong with numbers and you're strong with analytical stuff, you're going to get it more. You're going to be like, even with just crypto, blockchain, where this is going, I find like if you're good, like if you're an analytical person, some stuff's going to effing blow you away.
Yeah. The meme token traders, like it's really hard for them to wrap their heads around this. You know, like they're used to just marketing and branding and a token that does absolutely nothing. You know, and that's what they base all of their, you know, like they're judging these projects off of, you know, stuff that doesn't even make sense. You know, like this is a whole nother world to these people, and it's something new. Yeah.
I spent years researching the banking system as well, and some stuff that, you know, we talk about here, how they're printing money and inflation and prices of everything going up, and it has nothing to do with the values, just like our currency is losing its value, right? So when you tie that into crypto and you see what crypto does, like what Jake was explaining today and yesterday, and a lot of times he's hitting those points, like it's insane, like the tokenomics and like the fact that Titanex has been going up while we were hyperinflationary is insane, and the protocols were not even launched, and then Ethereum wasn't even doing anything, and we're a leverage play on Ethereum. Plus, a lot of the protocols are holding Titanex, like they're holding Titanex in the vault. Their buy and burns are full of Titanex, like and Titanex hasn't even pumped, like hasn't even gone hyper deflationary, like not financial advice. Okay, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. All this bullshit, fucking bullshit. What do you call them? Disclaimers that we have to say because the banks don't want any competition. But yeah, it's insane. Like literally, I went for a walk today, try to clear my head, and still I'm thinking like the more I'm clearing my head, the more I'm hyped. Because again, the fact that we were going up while we're hyperinflationary. Think about that, guys. If theoretically, if Titanex does a 5x, let's say in the next 6 weeks, because we're going hyper deflationary, theoretically, Hydra would be holding 100 million in buy and burn pressure, and then Hyper would have like 20 or 25 million. Like a lot of the protocols are holding Titanex. I don't know if people realize that. Like they're not holding shit fiat. We're holding a token. These protocols are holding a token that is actually going hyper deflationary.
Yep.
Like
we got 2 million in Titanex and the E280.
Yeah, and burn. Well, like I was freaking out with Element today. I was like, holy shit, because I was listening to Marco. I was like, oh my goodness. And like I said, I'm strong with numbers. So I was like, okay, all right, yeah, I get it. So I got nothing else I can sell. I can't sell the dog. I can't sell my mom. I'm like, fuck, what do I do?
And look at this. Look at this. Look how many more NFTs have burned just while we're on stream. This is insanity to me. I love it.
Dude, I want to ask you a question to make sure I understood properly about Element 280. So, is it my understanding that, like, there's not going to be any more NFTs that are going to be minted, right? Like, this is it.
After
18 days. Correct. After 18 days, right? There's no more NFTs, right?
Exactly. Forever capped. No tokens, no NFTs will ever re-enter the market. Deflationary from there on out.
Oh my goodness! Like,
now you see, the only way to get it is either buy it or mint.
Oh, no, trust me, I got a plan. I got my hyper miners coming out tomorrow, the day after, and
take your time.
Yeah, no. I got 18 days. Basically, the idea here is it depends. Like, it's 1-to-1 with Titanex, right? So you got to do the math. It's if when do you think Titanex is going to go up, you got to do the math. But you got 18 days to buy it with Titanex, and it's insane, man. Like, there's so much stuff.
Just to add a little bit of FOMO there, you got 133 hours before this next payout.
Yeah.
You got 18 days, but only 133 hours.
133 hours. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that one, buddy.
Sorry, Marco. I'm going to take just a tiny little piece of your payout. You can blame it on dude.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful because this NFT allows you to earn the passive income. And you could do whatever you want with it, right? You could sell it if you want to and get into other tokens. You could hold on to it for other protocols coming out in the future. You could just sit on it if you want. And while you're making that decision, while everybody else is doing what they're doing, you're still earning more tokens along the way, right? By just holding the NFT.
To me, what's crazy here is when people start selling their NFTs because they want to get out or they see something that's more flashy. Like you were saying, Marco, they see something that's more flashy or they need the money to survive or they want to buy the Ferrari or whatever. Like they sell, you just got a bigger cut of that thing. And I don't even know if I want to say it all, honestly. I don't even know if I want to say everything I'm thinking. But cheese and rice, man, because like
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, every protocol that's going to join Titanex, well, any builder that has half a brain is going to be building here.
Yeah.
And the other thing I never got to share with the community because I haven't streamed, like I've been just working and I'm working on marketing and I'm very busy too with so many things on the go. And so I haven't had the chance to share my thoughts, man. Like I have so many thoughts about Titanex. Like it's really insane. Like I've been in crypto for 7 years. Like I said in the last stream I researched crypto 10 hours per day, almost obsessed for like 7 years straight. And like geez and rice, man, this is like this is insane. And what I really like what Jake did is like the builders are coming and they're getting rewarded. Okay. But they're getting rewarded with a hyper deflationary token. Like they're getting rewarded from 0 to 8%. Like this is completely decentralized. Jake doesn't control anything. He just built the code. That's it. It's there. You want to use it. If you're smart, use it. If you don't see, if you don't see the benefits and you're half blind and whatever, keep playing where you're playing. But like they're getting rewarded. They choose a reward. So let's say from 0 to 8%, right, of whatever they burn, right? But like if they do the math, like this is not 0 of 8%. Like they're getting 0 to 8% of a hyper deflationary token. Like this is insane. So let's say you set it at 8%, you're not really getting 8%. If you believe in the potential of the protocol and you think it's going to do, let's say 30x, well, you're getting like what 2,400%, or 2,400% of whatever you can burn. Like because you're not getting 8%. You're getting 8% of a token that will, in my opinion, not financial advice. It's not Jake saying. This is me saying it. In my opinion, it's going to explode. It has no choice to explode. It has no choice because Matt is Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Like it's insanity. Like, oh man, sorry.
Dude, can you pull up the site again one more time? And go back to the minting NFTs part.
I just want to point out we just broke 100K in rewards, and this is a day and a half.
Nice.
At the dip. At the dip.
At the dip. The other thing I want to add about Element 280 is that like once like this is going to grow, right? Like builders are coming like crazy. We can't even count the projects right now popping up. Like half the projects we don't even know about, and most of them are all going to be on 280 because you're going to keep adding them as they go, right, dude? Correct?
Yeah, you don't have to pick a kingdom. Is kind of what I like about E280 is like building on E280 is like you're not going with just Dragon X Kingdom or the Inferno or whatever. Like you're building on all of Titan X by utilizing E280.
Oh, I wanted to give a big hug to Marco today, man. Whew.
Stat page, real quick. I'm sorry, it was the stat page. So to me, this is the number one most important number right here that I'm looking at. So after the mint phase ends, you see where it says legendary amp? You see where it says 86 right there?
Yeah.
Right? I'm just waiting for that bad boy to go lower and lower. Every time it goes lower, guys, guess what? In your position, you're going to have a boost in your position. Because when people start killing the golden goose, the real number, that's when their fun starts to play. That's what I'm staring at every single day. Is at the end of the mid phase, is how many, what's the number there? And how many is going to go down? That's all I care about. That's it. So
yeah, it's fun watching these NFTs getting burned right now, but it doesn't mean quite as much because people are minting new ones still.
Yeah.
But once that mint phase is over, this right here is going to be fantastic to watch. Not just the legendaries, but all of them. All of them.
Yep.
But is it
Look at that burn
25%?
percentage.
Yeah,
That
that's what I was going
burn,
to ask.
baby.
Yeah,
it was 23.4 earlier, and now it's 23.53. Dang.
yeah, that's insane. So my question about that, I was going to ask, like, is that NFTs or is that combined? Is that just NFTs that's burnt?
That's NFTs. Oh, no,
That's
no.
No, this number here is NFT numbers. This
Okay.
here is the actual Element 280 token.
But it's still,
so
it's
we-
25%. It's 25%. It's still 25% was burnt.
Yeah.
Of the
Yeah,
NFTs,
we're-
like it's like 23% to be exact, probably roughly ish. 23-24% was burnt.
So good, man. So
yeah, we're
good.
about to break 1 trillion Element tokens burned. Trillion.
When
My
you
goodness.
start seeing big
Okay,
burn,
dude. I want to ask you a question. What's the alpha on build on Element 280? Because I know you're cooking up some stuff in the background.
Like I said, Yuto and I, we've got another easy button that I think a lot of people are gonna love. A lot of people. And then it's very well known, and I think a lot of people are very hyped about it. Vault Gold is coming very soon, very soon. And Vault is hot right now. Everybody's loving Vault, and he's like you said, he's pulling out the shotgun, and it'll be. I'm excited to see that. He was showing me the UI for Vault Gold today, and I was like, yes, please ship it.
It's clean. It's pretty, right? It's so
Yeah.
good. Makes you look fancy. Makes you feel fancy.
I also have Element 369, which I haven't talked about much either. That's probably coming out first, which I haven't. It's hard for me. Like I want to I don't want to take away from the focus of Element 280. Like the mint phase is going on right now. It's important for people to see, like, if you want to get in on this, unless you want to go on the secondary market, this mint phase is very limited, and the timer's running. But yeah, I'm already in audits for Element 369. That's utilizing Element 280. And it's specific in the Inferno Kingdom. This is utilizing Inferno and Flux, the Flux protocol specifically. There's going to be no new token here. This is just for basically like those Inferno Flux fans, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Inferno Bulls in the house. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a good bag.
Yeah.
I get a good bag.
But nothing yet. I think we're gonna just let this timer run to 0 first, and let that do its thing, and then we're gonna rock and roll with some new stuff.
Yeah, that's important. Right? Yeah, let that come out. Let this timer finish, and then release everything else, because then that's what the real fun
Wait
will
a
happen,
second.
right?
Yeah.
So Element 369 is not a token. So it's like
It's
an
another NFT. And this NFT is going to be backed by Inferno Flux Element
I know what it
280
is.
tokens.
I got it. Can I take a guess, or do you want me to not say anything?
I mean, you can talk all you want.
Okay. I'm suspecting that it's basically like Element 280, but it's just for the Infernal Kingdom, possibly.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't. But you, yeah. I'm gonna stop right there.
I asked you if I could listen to guess.
Good idea. Yes, that's pretty good. I'm
Okay,
excited.
let's. Does it play around with stakes?
Yeah, we're utilizing the Flux protocol.
Political answer. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
And there's an input token, but there's no token created.
Correct.
Yeah, I know what it is. I got you. Okay.
So, and all of this. So we've got 3 projects that are utilizing E280 in the making.
Holy shit!
And I'm very excited about all of these. And then not to mention, I think Jake's already said he's interested on his Shogun will utilize E280 as well. Is this correct?
Yep.
There you go.
Because it's a hyperdeflationary token in the ecosystem, so it's definitely going to be one of the hardcore routes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Marco, will you do me a favor, bro? Marco Connor, will you say you don't have enough E280?
You don't have enough E280. You have no of anything. If anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Holy shit.
No more anything.
Look at Chase. Chase having a meltdown.
Oh man, no, it's crazy, man. It's sick because, my goodness, Jake, man. Holy shit!
I have nothing to do with these monsters.
No,
I
but
just created Titan X.
Yeah, but you created the layer that allowed this to happen because the fact that you took all of the best tokenomics of everything, you applied all of that, you removed all the bad, you added the game theory, plus you launched it right on time, plus you put an incentive there for builders to come, which you didn't even know, like you did it for I don't know, like you didn't even plan that somewhat, but an incentive for builders to come, a stupid incentive, and when I say remove the bad, like, immutable smart contracts, like remove the admin key, fucking triple audits. I mean, cheese and rice, man. Like, no, like this. I'm working on some marketing, like I said.
Yeah, this is also the crazy part about the ecosystem. Or standards for stuff is so high, because even the idea of an audit, that's like poison to the average crypto developer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not paying for an audit. It's just like a random smart contract. It's not going to be that big. People don't look ahead. Like, if you don't have an audit, you're not even in our ecosystem at this point. Like, the standard is so high, the innovation is so high, everything's new, never done before, no lazy forks. Even the lending protocol, Ouroboros, is not even a lazy fork. Farms is not even a lazy fork. Like, this ecosystem is just it's fucking insane. It's so sick.
And
the builders are paying for their own audits. Like, builders are coming and they're paying for audits like crazy. Like, I'm like, holy shit.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, they're
paying
not
for
cheap.
everything out of pocket. Everything out of pocket until your protocol performs. You don't get paid until then.
Mm-hmm.
So we put a lot
They're
on the
not
line.
cheap.
And they're not cheap, exactly. And then if your protocol performs, you get paid very well. The same thing with any business. Put the money in, you put the time in, then you deliver a product, and then if people buy the product, you make money.
There's nothing like this, man. There's nothing even close. Like I said, I spent years and years. I was researching. There are 2 other projects I won't mention, but like they're huge. They involve like one's chosen to be the operating system for the 4th industrial age, which is blockchain tokenization, like Microsoft Windows for the blockchain. It's chosen by the IETF and the Internet Engineering Task Force and MIT. They're responsible for setting the standards for all the protocols of the internet. Jake knows what it is. I think you might know which one I'm talking about.
My brain just started glitching for a second because you went from one topic.
No, but I mean, like I'm into like some serious stuff, like tokens that involve like all of the central banks. I hate them, but it involves being like the Microsoft Windows for the 4th industrial age, which is crypto. But even like being the Microsoft Windows, meaning like everything needs to go through that for full interoperability for us to be able to build multi-chain applications and everything like that. But anyways, like even being in that, I look at Titan X and I'm like, I'm even more bullish on Titan X. Even if I'm in a token that would involve literally being the operating system for the next internet, which is 100 times bigger than the internet we have, I'm still probably more bullish on Titan X based on the price right now and based on the incentives and the hyperdeflation and everything that's happening. Like,
Yeah, and the other thing you're part of probably has a bunch of VC Steam tokens that are waiting to be unlocked and dumped.
no, this one actually, it's like the team's only holding 5% or something like
that's
that.
fair.
It's yeah. But no, I've got like probably 8 to 10,000 hours of research in that project. But I mean, I don't mind to say, but I hate to drop those tokens here. I don't
Nah,
find
this
it.
is a Titan X stream, baby.
Exactly. So, but I'm not even thinking about those. Since I found Titan X, I'm not even thinking about that. Like, imagine finding the next Microsoft Windows and finding Titan X, and I'm more bullish on Titan X. It's all I'm saying. Like, I'm
Yeah.
Like,
Titan X is just taking crypto to the nth degree. We're using all the crypto technologies, DEXs, swaps, liquidity pools, input tokens, etc., etc. And we're using everything to the nth degree. Like our level of liquidity pool mastery within the ecosystem is unheard of. Liquidity pools are at the heart of crypto, and everybody understands liquidity pools, understands how powerful it is to price things in certain things, and then the Archimedes lever effect and the double buy effect, etc.
Yes.
Man,
Well,
we
for
should have like a
Element
whole
280, it's the triple buy, that I love on a lot
but
of
like-
these tokens.
you made
yeah,
a really
yeah.
good. You made a really good point, Jake, when you said that the builders that are really good builders and they're confident in what they can bring to the table, they're gonna come to where they're rewarded, right? They're not gonna, like you were giving the example of someone. If you have a salesman and he knows he sucks, of course he wants to be paid per hour because he sucks and he's not going to put the effort. But if he knows he's good, he wants to be paid commission because he knows what he's capable of. And because you set the incentive right, and with capitalism and everything. What's the other word? The fancy word there?
Meritocracy.
Meritocracy. Like the caliber of builders, like it's insane, man. Like, dude, what you guys are putting out is insane. Then you've got Ouroboros, and then you've got DeFi.
Titan Farms.
No,
yeah.
Volt.
DeFi Steve.
DeFi Steve, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna launch 8 at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Every time I listen to a stream, I find out about like 4 other projects that are launching. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, that's Steve. The SWAT team that just busts through the door and they all come through at once. That's just
Oh, yeah, man.
you're gonna wake up and like bam, 7 different vaults. Like, what the hell's going on?
When I read that he was launching 8 at the same time, I was like, holy shit.
Good.
I'm telling you, man, you guys have no idea. That dude is creative. And the way
Oh,
that
he's
the
smart.
ideas, man, he really is. And that when
But
something
he's so
pops,
humble.
yeah, something pops in his head, and then next thing you know, it just starts going and the wheels start turning. And next thing you know, something comes out and it's like, holy shit, what is this? You know what I mean? Like I could sit for days and try to figure something out and beat my head against the wall. For him, it just comes. It's amazing.
He's so humble too. It's insane. Like Jake, let's say Jake is talking to him. He's like, you know what you built is amazing, man. And then he's like, yeah, it's working very well. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's like, holy fuck, man.
The Steve signature move is yeah.
Yeah, right?
yeah, I like it. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I was like, oh, if people were backing me, like, oh, if I had built what he was built, man, I'd be just floating. I'd be like,
I think for Steve, and it's not about the money. For people, they want to see green candles, they want to see the pump, they want to see all that. Steve wants to see his creation come to life, and the money that comes in is just a byproduct of that. That's how I feel. When I see Steve, because it's more about, I want to bring this idea to life. This is what I want to create, And let's see how and it's so funny because he's like, yeah, it's an experiment. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, it's crazy because he's like, yeah, I wanted to experiment. Like,
I get the vibe that he's just like permanently on like magic mushrooms. You know, like he's just out of the box. Just that's the
Maybe.
vibe I get from him.
Maybe.
Like he's out of the box.
For somebody
hey,
who
whatever works, man.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
DM events. So yeah, Steve is doing some type of shrooms, man. I'm telling you, man. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Well, anyways, if he runs out, you know, tell him I'll ship him some. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
We got a quick question here. The minting phase is for NFTs and tokens. They both will stop. That timer at the top of the mint page. Let me come back up here.
That's big, man. That's big.
This once this is over, tokens and NFTs are capped and forever deflationary. And I also wanted to show this off to kind of razz Mike a little bit. See how fancy that is? Look at that. This I want to see your UI do something sexy like that. Oh yeah.
I gotta work hard for that one now. I tell you that. I think let's put it this way: you have way more data to show, so you had to come up with something.
Yeah. Because I realized mobile view. There's way more people in crypto and mobile than I could have ever guessed. You know, but I gotta make sure everybody's got equal chances to participate, whatever device they're on. So
Smart.
mobile,
Yeah, that's actually
tablet.
that's an important note because I've noticed the same. A lot of mobile users.
I personally I would never do it. Yeah,
Same.
But if you want to, I'll let you.
Yeah, build it, but don't do it, people.
Yeah.
I only look at it. I only look at certain things on my phone, but never would I do any kind of crypto from my phone. My laptop's dedicated. That's it. It doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? It has no Gmail. It has no nothing. We don't surf the internet on that. Like that thing's sacred. It's locked up and we don't mess around with that. You know, VPN, you know, virus protection, everything on that laptop. And I never punched in any keywords on that keyboard, period, ever. Have I done that, you know? And it's worth it. I mean, if you think about it, it's like, okay, you'll throw $1,000 in a crypto, but you don't want to spend any money on your little setup here. You know what I mean? You want to ape into some meme coin and hope to catch the pump, but for what you threw in there, you could set up your whole setup. It doesn't have to be expensive. Your computer doesn't have to be expensive, you know, and set your VPN and get a few things, get your hardware wallet, you know, and just dedicate that because it's worth it. It is so worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is another good one that I really like about Element 280 because it's like I was saying, it's not just a double buy and burn. In some cases, it's a triple buy and burn. And let me go over here. Let's look at Baby Dragon X. When you click this button, it's taking Titan X and buying Dragon X because that's the only way you can get to Baby Dragon X is by buying Dragon X. So when you take that Titan X and you buy Dragon X, you're pumping Dragon X, and with that bonded liquidity, you're pumping Baby Dragon X and Element 280 all at the same time. And then you take that Dragon X and then you mark it by Baby Dragon X. Now that's pumped Baby Dragon X a second time. That's pumped E280 on that pair a second time. Then we burn some of that Baby Dragon X. And then from there, we go and buy E280. And now it's pumping E280 a third time. And then burning that E280. So in one single click on this Baby Dragon X burn button, you're pumping E280 3 times. You're pumping Dragon X, you're pumping Baby Dragon X twice, E280 3 times, and along the way, burning Baby Dragon X, burning E280. Every single one of these is a 2 or 3 buy, double or triple buy, and I think that's massive that people don't really realize. It's huge for the ecosystem.
Cheese and rice.
Somebody clip that, please, if you can. That's very important. Clip
Yes.
it. Or write the
Yeah.
time down.
Question for you, Dude and Jake. When I'm pretty sure, I think I know the answer, but I want to make sure. When let's say when he's going from Dragon X to Baby Dragon X, right? The pump that Dragon X receives, so from Titan X to Dragon X receives a little pump. From Dragon X to Baby Dragon X, the pump that Dragon X got from Titan X, it doesn't lose that pump when it goes into Baby Dragon X, right? No, it
No.
keeps it because it puts it in the pool.
Yep.
But
Yep.
when the Dragon X going into the Baby Dragon X pool, for example, like, because sometimes I'm looking at protocols, I'm like, okay, it's not a burn, but it's going in that pool, and most of it probably won't come back out, or like because there is. That's what I understood from you, Jake, right? Like some of it stays within the pool, right? So,
Yep.
How the hell would I explain that? I think I'm not sure if.
I mean, it's you're putting it in there, and the only way to get that back out is by selling like Baby Dragon X. But the buy and that sell is volume, and that's getting locked up in the smart contract from the LP fees at least. But like in this case, when that Baby Dragon X goes to buy and burn E280, that Baby Dragon X is getting put in the LP, the Baby Dragon X element LP. But that element that's getting pulled out, that gets burned. So the only way to pull that Baby Dragon X out is for somebody else to come in with their E280. Like and this is a deflationary token. So right now it's easy because you can just mint one for one. And that's what people are doing. They're minting these tokens, and that's that's doing its thing. But once minting is over, like that's no longer the case. And all of these buttons are just depositing these tokens into these LPs. Yeah, we'll see. Are you following there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's, man, what blows my mind is you look at a protocol like this, you have Hart's Law, it's built on Titan X.
Mm-hmm.
So I think half the time we're forgetting, because I forget it. I'm like, okay, Jesse, if you think this is going to do a 30X, don't forget that whatever Titan X does, it receives that too. So, if if Element 280 does even just a 40X by itself without Titan X, like Titan X just staying where it is right now, well, holy shit, man. Like that does a 40X, then Titan X does a 10X, it's a 400X. I'm like I said, I'm really strong with numbers, and
yeah,
this is sick, man. What's coming? This is potential. This is insane. Like
this is Hart's Law on nicotine right here.
I said it when I created a little marketing pamphlet, or whatever you want to call it, and that's what I said. I said this is Hex on steroids. Yeah. Because I was explaining to my friend, I said, listen, I said, Hex, like, and I think Jake had explained this in one of the streams that Jake was talking about, like the early Hex that did a max stake, they were getting so much rewards, right? Like they were getting a shitload of new Hex, and they were dumping.
One of the interesting things, I keep hearing this all the time, but absolutely nothing in Titan X represents Hex. Not a single tokenomic.
Different. Yeah. It's different stuff.
Yeah, I've never understood why people said that, because Titan X only inflates the miner.
No, I just mean the Hart's Law.
Where you get inflation. Yeah, but that's just liquidity bonding.
Yeah.
Like I don't like all this attaching to tools chain to Hart, because this is something wildly new.
And this is not just like a liquidity web. This is different. The liquidity bonding here is way different, because everything, it's not like we're just spread out every different direction. All of these tokens are only paired with Titan X, and then these third layer tokens are only paired with the second layer. Like we're not expanding out. So when Titan X goes up and down, the entire ecosystem feels that.
Yep.
And that's where the E280 is on nicotine. It's like the ups and downs is just amplified, because it's a layer 2, layer 3 protocol on all of these bonded liquidities. Like the movements between these pairs is completely different than just like a regular liquidity web. I think it's very important to note that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jake. Yeah, dude, thanks. Appreciate you letting me know. I won't lose that. The reason I use that wording too is because Hex did a 10,000x, right? So when I'm trying to get the community, I was like, hey, so. That
But
was
the thing
part
is,
of the reason
the
too.
thing is that brings a bunch of negative connotations to it, because I've seen people use it against Titan-X, and it has nothing to do with it, zero to do with it. Because
Well,
man, every day, every month, a token in crypto does a 10,000x. It's not unique to Hex in any way. So
I realize what you say now. I realize now what you guys mean, because the only thing it's got is Hart's law. Everything else is different, right? So and I
Well, even that's a step up from what Hart's law is talking about.
Yeah.
This is Hart's law on steroids with buy and burns on top of it. It's completely different, man.
plus everything else.
Yeah, the
Plus
only thing
everything else is steroids. Yeah.
that you could almost reference Hex is nothing to do with Titan-X, right? It's, for example, if you think about Vault, it's only one little feature, right? The auction house was almost how the AA Libby was for Hex. That's it. That's the only thing that you could say is tiny similar, right? Because you put in ETH, you receive Hex the next day after the auction ended, right? In the AA lobby. That's the only thing that could come close to anything that's built on this side. Everything else is completely different. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same, guys.
What's crazy here though is just like, okay, so it's not comparable to Hex whatsoever, but the Hex community, for example, they were getting rewarded tons of, right? Like in our ecosystem, what I find really crazy is, again, I shouldn't even use Hex as an example, but like the inflation normally you would come, the sell pressure that you normally receive with Titan-X, it's reversed. What should be sell pressure ends up being a buy pressure, which is insane. And the only reason I'm saying that is because if you look at the sell pressure in Hex, it was dropping everything by 80%, and then it was kept climbing. But here with Titan-X, we're not even getting that sell pressure. We're getting a buy pressure because the rewards we're receiving the rewards on ETH, so we keep it in the system. But now we've got a benevolent whale, Dragon X, which brings it even to another step, because imagine when Dragon X and Helios are receiving, let's say, 80 to 90% of the rewards eventually, let's say. That means everything we're feeding in to create our Titan-X ends up being 100% buy pressure. It's insane.
Yep.
It's insane.
With scarcity on top of that down the road, right? Think about that. You're talking about when that happens, you think a draw is now, the draw is going to be way bigger down the road. So it's going to be even more powerful, you know? But dude, I wanted to give you one little stat that since we missed streaming, right? So right now, NFT burns, we're sitting at what, 1023 around there?
Yeah.
Right. So this is a cool stat. So when you started the stream with Mo, I did some math when you guys was talking. It was around 981. So right now, right, we lost about 42 NFTs, right?
And how much? What was the NFT supply?
I was at 981.
I thought it was 997.
No, he's asking like the actual existing supply. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the existing. I'm talking about the total burn at the bottom, right? So
no. Jake's asking what was the
I want to know how many people are like compounding.
It was at 3180.
Let's
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Check this out. So we gained 1 legendary. We gained 28 rare amps. We gained 10 rares, but we lost 42 NFTs, and those was about 38 rare comments and 8 regular comments at the moment. That's the math. That's
but did the NFT supply go up by 40 as well? Were people like going back in reminting?
I mean, I'm looking at Etherscan right here. We've got 2 minutes ago, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. People are minting.
Yeah.
Look at this. 10 minutes ago, mint with ETH. That was a Titan-X market buy to mint right there. And then more burning, more minting. It's look at this, all within the last hour. Yeah, so there's minting going on alongside these burnings. Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
but Marco, I think you were saying that the ones that were burnt were way bigger than, like, they were the rare ones. They were the bigger ones, right? Like if you did the math.
So gained. We gained 1 legendary. We gained 28 rare amps, and we gained 10 rares. But we lost 38 common rares and 8 commons. That's dope.
Yeah.
Look, that's crazy. And guess what? You know what's beautiful about all this, guys? What I just said, and the reason why I brought this up, While all that happened, right? We get rewarded. That's it, by doing nothing. Let people play. Let them do what they got to do.
No, the 2.4% fee is insane. Like even after the mint is over, like 2.4% that goes to the NFT holders. My goodness, I was thinking, what happens when there's a 1 million, 2 million volume per day here?
51 billion right there. Look at that. Woo, sitting there. Let's go.
There's another point somebody brought up. You know, when you click the Baby Dragon X burn button, does that help the other community projects at the same time? Absolutely. Like when you click the Baby Dragon X burn button and it's buying Dragon X to get to Baby Dragon X, that's boosting Awesome X. That's boosting Hydra. Where are you at, Hydra? Right here.
Yeah, it's the
Like
same.
that-
with the, yeah. Sorry.
So one click on this burn button is actually supporting like 5 projects in the ecosystem with one click.
Well, it's automatically a market by routing through the whole system. Like it's going from automatically from Titanex to, you know, if let's say they want Flux, it's going from Titanex to Inferno to Flux to whatever up the trail, right? Or same for Dragon X, Baby Dragon X. It's got to go through Titanex, Dragon X, Baby Dragon X. It's automatically. It's automatic. Like anytime, so people have to realize when you buy this token, like you're buying everything and it's going through everything.
Buying the NFT.
You're buying the NFT. Yeah.
That's key. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. When you guys are talking, I'm looking at it. I see the numbers changing. I'm like, wait a minute. Something just happened in the past like 30 minutes. Somebody sold a lot. Somebody made a lot. It's just great, man. And then when you look at the buy and burn now, right? When we were just talking, let's see if it went up. 23.59% right now. Look at that, man. Oh, so good.
Yes.
But Marco, when they're buying the token, they'd still be buying everything at the same time too, right? Because they're buying. It's like this is like a ETF.
Well, yes. And if you hold the NFT too, you're getting the rewards on top of that too.
Oh yeah. But I just mean like when you buy the token, like it's the buy pressure is routed through everything, right?
It's helping the buy and burn, and then they get to select it. So yeah, technically, yeah.
But do they? But they don't select which token, right? Like it goes through all. It goes through all the tokens. Like it's distributed. Sorry,
but that's different with the 16% tax now, because if you have the double hop, so if you go for example Titan X, Hyper Element 280, that's 16% tax twice. So the auto routers don't use that now. But in the future, that might be like that's to better out, because then it drops to 4% instead of 16.
Yeah.
So for now, it's just using the Titan X Element pool. But in the future, it will route through all of the pools.
That's when the fun begins, where the ARB doesn't care where it's going now; it goes everywhere. It's all being engaged, it's all being interacted. Like this is like next level Element 280 talk, like next stage type of shit, right? Like
after a month,
fast forward, you know.
Sorry, after the mint phase is over, or later on when we have more.
Well, it should be after the mint phase is over, because that's when Jake is saying the tax will be dropped from 16 to 4. Now more ARBs, instead of being like, oh, I can't go over here, but it's only 16. Well, now it's cheaper for it to play everywhere else. So now it's to be fed everywhere else, and everything starts to be engaged. You know, that's up to the ARB though, the bot to decide. You know, we don't decide that. You know?
Okay.
No.
Look who's back.
Let's go. Now, how was your visit from Earth?
Yeah, doctors are terrible. I don't want to talk. I just want to be here and listen.
Good job.
I can't believe you guys are still doing this. You guys are awesome.
Dude, you know what's funny? I didn't eat lunch. I didn't eat dinner yet. Crazy, right?
Yeah, you're gonna eat in the bear market. That's when you're gonna eat.
That's right. No eating. No eating.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop off. Mo, I was waiting for you to come in, but now I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm honored to come in just for you to leave, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, give us a quick plug on Matrix before you go.
Matrix. One thing should I say? The idea with the ETH button you have, that's definitely gonna come.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You need it, man. You need it. That's a new thing, man.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good, because I think you mentioned that, dude, as well, which is the idea of you don't have enough ETH, which came from originally from Marco, I believe. Yeah, that narrative can be pushed, like, you know, because, well, you can just come with ETH and then it just buys Titanix and so forth.
wait. You don't have enough Titanix. You just said you don't have enough ETH. There's plenty of ETH out there.
Yeah, you don't have enough Titanix. I mean, yeah. Did I say you don't have enough ETH?
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, man. You see, I have to go to
Time to
sleep.
go to bed.
My brain is.
See,
Yeah.
I came on and the dumb just rubbed off onto you.
Well, that could sell too, right? Like, there's not enough ETH for the amount of Titanic that people should buy, right?
There's definitely
That's what I
enough
thought
ETH,
he
man.
meant.
There's
listen.
definitely enough ETH, I'll tell you that.
When ETH does pump, gas is gonna be expensive. People are not gonna have enough of anything to play with. You know, you better start planning now. It's gonna get fun.
Buying brains are going to be expensive too.
All right, guys, it was a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation, and have a good one. Yeah, talk to you soon, guys.
You
Yes,
might-
sir.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Oh man, that's a good comment. Titan X on nicotine, E280 on edibles.
Nice.
On most stream, I let it join just before we got there, and then you guys started talking numbers. I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. It was good, man. And the thing is, that after that, I had the only munchies. I was hungry as hell. I still haven't ate anything, man. I'm just starving. It's fun though. You know, this is great.
Dude, when I have to go do a doctor's visit, it's 40-minute drive into town
Oof.
to sit in an office for an hour, to have the doctor see it for 10 minutes, to drive back 40 minutes. And you guys are still streaming. I was like, dude, all right, I'll hop back on.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Oh, they talk to you for 10 minutes there? Wow, you got good minutes.
Generally, every doctor's office is about 10 solid minutes for 2.5
Okay.
hours, 3 hours of transportation.
Yeah, I'm not big on the medical system. If you want to get me started,
Oh, yeah, we could
Not
have
a
lots of
fan.
conversations with that, but we don't want to get shadow banned, so
Yeah.
we're not going to have those conversations. The government's great. We trust everything.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
Hey, so what happened today? I disappear and someone cheats. I feel like we need to teach more single side exit liquidity classes. What do you guys think?
I don't
What?
even think it's a cheat. It's just, I don't know. The other side needs to
call
cool off.
everyone a
That's
cheat.
basically it.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
I was thinking about something today. Like there's the miners that are still coming out. The few, there's not much left. But correct me if I'm wrong. What do you guys think about this thought? Is people that are dumping their Titan X right now are probably people who, like, they bought in. They still thought at the end they got thrown off. Like, oh yeah, I know this is not great. This scam, blah blah blah. This stupid mentality because they didn't do the research right. And now they're getting their mints and they're selling. Anybody dropping all of their Titan X right now is either like really needs the money or he hasn't done the research. It's one of the two, right? Like so I was thinking, like, the ones that are selling now are the only ones that are going to sell for no reason, right? And in the future, though, like after this mint is gone, everybody else is coming in and minting are people who've done the research, is what I'm thinking. Like, it's like after this, because I'm thinking, like, who would sell right now? Like, who would sell like a maniac right now? It would only be people that got their mints. They don't know what they're holding, haven't done the research, and like, they already had in their mind that they were gonna, sell everything when they get their mint, maybe. And then, like I said, like moving forward, everybody else they've done the research. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean the main thing is right now. Well, Titan-X, I kind of consider Titan-X out of inflationary season now because 97% ish, it's a little bit more than 97% of the supply is in existence. Only 2-3% is coming out until now and 18th of November ish. And then what do you have left? You have a hyperinflationary asset, with a backstop of tens of millions of dollars of Ethereum, programmed buy pressure from 17 different protocols with 20 plus coming in the future. That's a pretty good asset.
In the next 3 months. Yeah.
I
20
don't
coming
even
in
know
the
what's
next 2
coming in the
months.
future. Yep.
Was that
Like,
sorry?
obviously not financial advice,
That's a
etc.
great chart.
But that's what Titan-X becomes after all is out.
Yeah. Who cares about
I
the
think-
price chart? When you're looking at this, you're like, I don't even like the price will come. This is
It's irrelevant.
This is the chart I'm looking at right here, and it's
I was-
beautiful.
You know, it's funny. I never seen this chart until you showed it, and now I see it, and I'm like, wow, look at that flip at that date. It's just like the world. It's like the movie Inception, right? The world just changed on us. Inception. Boom, boom.
Q Titan X Inception memes.
You know what it is? We
It's-
pumped so hard, we broke through the firmament, whatever you call that thing, the dome. People say we broke right through it. Now we're in the next world.
You see this giant negative green candle right here, Jake? This is Hydra.
Hydro, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You've set the bar, so I want to see Shogun with a green candle down lower than this right here.
Oh, that'll be dope.
Maybe.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
That'll be dope.
I'm hyped about X28.
It could be anybody, right? Anybody's protocol, man. That's what's beautiful about the ecosystem. It all goes to the same place, right? So, oh God, I love this ecosystem. I love it.
When you're talking about people who are the people who are selling right now, I have a miner that just came out, and I think it's a 4 to a 5x
Look at that.
from what I put into it.
Nice.
And so you kind of think anyone who's selling right now is, those people who have attained X's and are stoked about it and are grabbing them. But every sell right now is them parting with stuff that they got at such a lower price point. They can't ever get it back at that price point ever again. And so, that's fine. Let them out, because if they want to get back in, if they're going to get out at another 5x, that's going to be much higher than now. So I sort of look at every big bag that kind of jeets out and exits out, or, whatever profit takes out as just someone who, right, they're shedding that last of that, really cheaply acquired Titan X. And as all that cheaply acquired Titan X disappears, that floor kind of moves up as far as I'm concerned.
I like this question that AO brought up.
Yeah, so basically, yes, that is the answer. Hyper deflationary with 90% buy and burn.
And
Yes, and what is important to note is don't buy it on market. Go to element280.win and mint an NFT if you want the rewards, and just hold it, which is what I'm doing. And then, because if you're minting the token, you're only really doing it for the arbitrage.
Exactly.
That's the only reason you would do it. So NFT is what you want. So go to element280.win. Don't buy on market, because you will incur a 16% tax. All the trading you see on market is arbitrage bots. It's not users. So don't fall for the trick. It's arbitrage bots going back and forth in between the pool, fixing the price while they're paying NFT holders to do it. So get NFT, element280.win.
There are some compounders in there as well. I think we're seeing that there are people selling and minting.
No, I definitely
But
know.
they're not buying on the market. They're minting and selling on the market.
Where would the arbitrage bots sit in the E280 ecosystem? Are they only sitting between E280 and Titan X, or are they sitting between a shitload of pairs?
Everything.
All of it.
Anywhere.
Yeah, but
Anytime there's a-
but are like they're sitting everywhere, but are they creating rewards for E280?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, because they
fuck.
have to go through Element for all of it.
Yeah.
Like you have to touch the Element280 and one of the routes.
Yeah.
Because that's the price that they're fixing between the pools.
It's a pair.
So whenever they touch that token, they pay the tax.
It's so good. It's so good. Look at his mind. It's so good, bro.
Every transaction, there's a tax.
Okay, so let's say
And that
Titan X,
tax is funneled to NFT holders in the form of rewards.
oh, okay. Yeah, every time somebody buys E280.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Arbs,
But not
Or sell.
not
Or sell.
no, but
Also,
we're not getting any fees from Dragon X to Baby Dragon X, or from Inferno to Flux to all the other 800 protocols. We're not getting a fee on that, right?
No.
That would be
But
the
Titan
other
Farms is
E280 and Dragon X,
Don't worry,
E280 and Baby Dragon
I'm in
X.
farms, but I bought it the wrong time, but it's okay. I
what were you buying? You just get in the farm.
Yeah, what do you mean?
is that?
Why are you buying? Just get in the farm.
Get Dragon X and Hydra paired up. Good,
Which
good
one?
reward right there.
Yeah.
Dragon,
what
Dragon
do you
X
mean?
and Hydra is a good reward.
I got
Sorry.
Dragon X.
Sorry, Jay.
I wish somebody would nug Eric there. Hey, you know that. Anyways.
okay, she will be crawling soon. I can hear it. No, it's a joke about my wife. She likes to crawl on stream. It's so funny. No, dinner's ready. So funny.
I mean, really, it's super simple. You know, not financial advice, but the way that I do things is, man, it's super simple. Just accumulate as much as you can of what you really like
Responsibly.
And hold and let the protocols in the machines do the work for you. That's all you got to do, man. It's real simple. Just don't fumble. It's simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like the stream. I think it was yesterday with the Pulsar team when he was explaining you got to protect yourself from yourself.
I'll be right back, guys.
The way he explained it, I was like, fuck, I never looked at that. Like, he explained, like, imagine the amount of people that bought Ethereum at 30 cents and didn't have any at all when it hit 500 or 1,000. And then same for Bitcoin. I was like, fuck, yes, I got to, like, what, how do I lock? Like, I'm going to have to make a plan. Like, 30-40% is going to have to be locked up for like 10, 15 years or 20%. Like, because I got to protect from myself.
There is a staking feature on TitanX.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I was gonna burn them obviously for X28, but now I'm like I'm probably gonna have to keep tiny percentage. But then Jake said he's gonna make it so fucking lucrative that we're not gonna have choice to burn it. So I was like, we'll see.
Burn it all.
Yeah, I heard that comment.
Yeah, if you want to get people to do something, just give them a great deal.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. I did a mistake at the very beginning because I bought a shitload. Instead of mining, I went hard into I did all the mat and I went hard into buying and I max staked. Instead of using them, I did mine also, but I went hard into the buying and max stake, and then Dragon X came along. It's like, and then everybody started like, max staking the very few seconds before, and then Dragon X, and I was like, holy fuck, man, it went like 90% down. But also the other mistake I did was it's fine. It's going to be back up, and Dragon X is going to pay me 100-fold, like 1,000-fold. But what was I saying? Sorry, yeah, the miners. I tried not mining too long, see if I could play with it, but no, I just should have listened to Jake and not financial advice. But in general, it's always best to max mine. He was saying in general, and I should have done that.
He said that so much in the beginning. Just max mine.
What blows my mind is like how many times Jake has said, like, for the next 9 months, this is distribution period. This is hyperinflation. We're distributing. How many times he told him this is going to be hyperinflationary? We're distributing. We're putting the tokens out so people can buy them. And still people are complaining, oh, the price is going down. Well, holy fuck, man. How many languages does he have to tell you? Like, it's normal. We're printing billions and trillions of tokens. Cheese and rice, man. Like,
1 weekend. Why is there no moon?
Yeah.
Broke local. Didn't we break local high yesterday?
Yeah.
Local high yesterday. Today, why dump? What's going on? It's like, what are we talking about? Like, we're breaking local highs like all the time. Like, it's so insane, man. Welcome to crypto.
My miner went from a 5x to a 4x. I'm gonna now rage dump.
Right? So crazy. 2 protocols all-time highs. TitanX new local all-time high. Everything else went up, right? Like, and then to next day or two we dump it. It's over for you guys. Guys, so silly.
Jake, I gotta ask you a question about Hydra, if you don't mind. I wanna see if I understood it correctly. So my understanding is that, and if you can answer, you can. If you can't, it's fine. But my understanding is that the flow from Hydra to Dragon X, right? Like, we're mining Hydra, the miners gonna start coming out like crazy in a few months, whatever. And the flow from Hydra comes out in, sorry, what the hell was I saying? No, the Titan X, sorry, that's being put in. It goes from Dragon X to Hydra. So it's like 20% is burned immediately of the Titan X. 80% goes to Dragon X, buys Dragon X. 20% of that is burned. The other remaining 60% of that goes through Hydra, buys Hydra, and burns the shit out of it. Right? Yep. My question is, when it goes from Titan X to Dragon X, sorry, like right now the buy and burns are not cranked because there's nothing to burn. The Hydra is not coming out yet, right? So in theory, the team or the group or whoever would have access to those levers, in theory, they would only, like when it's time to burn Hydra, with that Titan X, only at that time would we would see the Titan X flow through Dragon X, right?
That's already happening. It's happening at a relatively quick pace, so it's every 33 minutes.
No, but
this is all calculated out.
No,
Wait,
but
make your question more clear because you're all over the place. What was the question?
Assuming that the buy and burn decides that it wants to be more aggressive on Hydra. Okay.
Yeah.
The Titan X buy and burn wants to be more aggressive on Hydra because there's more coming out, more mints coming out. Only at that time would we see a more aggressive buy on Dragon X, right? Like it's not coming to Dragon X. It's not going from Dragon X to Hydra and then it's waiting there, right? It's like when it's time to go crazy on buying Hydra, that's when we'll see from Titan X to Dragon X to Hydra, right? At a higher pace,
No, so
right?
the way it works is so you have Titan X by Dragon X and then Dragon X by Hydra. So when the Titan X comes in, it goes into Titan X by Dragon X. That buys Dragon X, which then goes into the second fold, which then buys Hydra. So in theory, you could crank up the Titan X buys Dragon X, but that will not directly buy Hydra. Hydra would have the secondary effect of Dragon X going up in price, which will increase the mining ROI. Like, for example, Hydra is currently at around 260, 280% miner ROI.
Yeah.
Which is a 3.8x. It's fucking great. Because this is also including the 50% up that Titan X went. So if people went in and you look at the dollar value, they're actually up 4 or 5x. So the mining ROI is tracking beautifully. But then the thing with so the Titan X could buy all the Dragon X at once. That Dragon X does not directly buy Hydra. That has a separate interval. So that's the cool part about it, because now it's buying Dragon X cheap. And then once Dragon X rebounds on its Titan X ratio, it basically has free money sitting there.
Can you say that again?
For example, so it buys Dragon X, stores it in the vault.
Yeah.
Because if you go to app.hydra.win.
I got it. Jeez and rice. Yeah, when Dragon X goes up, Dragon X goes up, it's higher purchasing power against Hydra.
Yeah, look at the second buy and burn. That's what he's talking about right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But okay, but the amount of Titan X that went in, not even like that went in originally, there's not much of that. There's not a huge amount of that has hit Dragon X yet, right? Because Dragon X would have went to the moon.
No, it's 9.
No. It's so Dragon X. This is kind of interesting. The biggest Dragon X whale has been exiting. So you see the chart. You see the chart. You can't even see him, and that's because of Hydra. That dude has sold almost $2 million. And the chart of Dragon X couldn't give less of a fuck, and that's because of Hydra. So there's a lot of like these systems that protect the users.
And Titan Farms adding liquidity.
Yep.
There's 12.6 million just waiting to buy Dragon X more.
That was my big question. Thank you. That was my next question. Yes.
I haven't bought it yet. So everything that you see that's filled up in number 2, that was already bought in the past for Dragon X.
Yeah, I don't see it right now, but no, it's okay.
So now that sitting there, 973. That's powder for Hydra now to actually be bought.
Are you looking at the Dragon X website or
the Hydra website?
The Hydra.
So can you say that again? Sorry.
Yeah. So if you look at go to Hydra's website.
Yeah.
You see where it says buy Dragon X. The V1. You see where it's like if you look at you see it.
Do I go stats or buy and burn? Buy and burn.
Buy and burn.
You see where it says
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay.
That hasn't been used yet. That is all waiting to buy Dragon X, right? Now, if you go to where it says Hydra, right? What the number that you see, 61 billion Dragon X, that was ready.
Almost
that was
$1 million. Yeah.
That was bought and sitting there now to go buy Hydra when time is right. You understand? And then Vortex Vortex is storing some of that Titan X and storing the Dragon X is been purchasing on the side for extra ammo to come out in the future too. You know, it's like
Yeah.
the extra shock on blast. You know,
When the Hydra Vortex triggers, so this Titan X goes from Dragon X immediately to
No,
Yeah,
not
so-
immediately.
yeah.
no, sorry, but
Yeah.
it's the Titan X is gonna go to Dragon X and then to Hydra, and then Dragon X is just gonna go to
Yep.
Hydra, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, fuck,
Goes to
man.
the first buy and burn. The other one goes to the second buy and burn. That's like the extra ammo.
Perfect. Thank you, because I was trying to figure it out, and because
Yeah,
I
no
knew
worries.
there was 20 trillion that went in, and I was trying to figure out like what is sitting for Dragon X and what is sitting. So perfect. Thank you so much,
You
guys.
see what we explained right now, that's the same thing that happens with basically like Hyper, very similar.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happens with Titan X, with ETH. It's almost the same concept. You know, if you understand, just move the tokens around, you know? The exact same thing.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was like boom, okay, time to crank up the buy and burn on the Hydra bit. So boom, goes from Titan X to Dragon X to Hydra burn right away, right? Like
Nah,
if it's
it's separated.
I didn't know if it was separated, stopping there for a while. So
Yeah, for
it's-
example, let's say if the OA of Hydra wants to, you know, just pump the shit out of Hydra right now, let's say, you know, it's hypothetical talking, right? It could take the Hydra buy and burn that's sitting there right now without touching the first Dragon X one and just crank up the purchasing power and reduce the time and let people just spam the buy, then Hydra would just explode, right? But then, of course, people would just dump it down. So that's why you don't do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
You let
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
another thing with Hydra
Yeah.
is so when max miners hit, you might see the miner ROI go negative for a little bit, like happen with Hyper, and then shoot back up because that's a big supply shock. But then the cool thing is, people can just take their Hydra and earn fucking 506% in Titan farms with the Dragon X Hydra pair. 506% APR. If you compound that, that's an insane number.
Yeah.
In
Like
for- in-
Hydra people are very, very happy.
Yeah.
They're doing very
in the-
well.
in the form of a token too, 500% in the form of a token.
So like me, the way
Yeah.
I've treated the farms is so, and on the Pulse chain side, I always went big on Pulse and Pulse X because I didn't care which one I end up with, right? Down the road to me is the same. So when I do the Hydra and Dragon X pair, it's almost like that for me, right? Like I don't care for a while which one I end up with because I'm just to me it's the same thing, you know. Of course, yeah, we could talk about, you know, Dragon X and the ratio down the road, blah blah. But to me, it's I don't care which one I end up with. My end goal is more Dragon X, anyways, you know. So I don't care which one I end up long term, you know. So that's why that's the pair I feel safe playing with. That's just me, you know. Just to help you
Yeah.
out, Jay.
And then don't forget Element 280 paired on top of all that.
Exactly. There you go.
He's like, stop talking about farms. Talk about Element 280.
Nice.
No, that's what's great with Element
kidding,
280
I'm
is like if you're bullish on these projects, then like by default Element 280 is absorbing that. You know,
Exactly.
like,
So good.
like, you know, talk all you want about how bullish you are on all these projects. It's great for Element 280.
You know,
It's-
one thing I would love to see on the Element 280 stats is similar to like the Vault Treasury, because I told Steve this. So when you go to Vault stats, you can see what is in the Treasury, which is essentially the same as the reward payout, because that's element that's basically locked up there for a week that is not owned by users. So that could be like an extra pie in the pie chart. The reward payouts, because that's owned in the smart contract. It's not a user.
That's a cool idea. Yeah, that would be super easy to add as well. So, yeah, that's sick.
23% burns, bro. This thing is gonna. There's not that. There's not gonna be any left.
Jake,
And then you're gonna build on it. That's the crazy part.
you get it, right? E280,
Yeah, I
like
get it.
it is. It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
This is a great
E2-
comment right here.
Yeah, E280 is basically just a game of patience. Get your NFT, chill, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
That's all it is. And you
That's
get
this
paid.
entire system. Just exercise a little bit of patience.
Yeah, and this is like reverse. So first off, there's no stake, no lockup. Just holding the NFT, you're earning these rewards. But after the mint phase is done, these NFTs cannot inflate. They can only deflate. So instead of your quote unquote stake, your rewards, they can only grow larger. As every NFT gets burned, you're getting a larger share of the pie, not the opposite. You're not getting diluted by other users coming in. You're getting an increase by users exiting the system. Nobody else can come back in. So,
And you're earning when they exit the system.
yes.
and the volume is only going to increase because we're so effing early in this protocol in the whole
Yes.
Titan X ecosystem.
And that's
And-
get rid of it. No, I'm just kidding.
and Jake, can I ask you just one last question? Sorry, on the subject we're talking about Dragon X. So the Dragon X, sorry, shit, the Titan X that's ready to buy Dragon X, and also the Dragon X that's ready to buy Hydra. The group of people or the person or group or whoever created Dragon X is not the person that would be controlling the buy and burn, right? Whoever created Dragon X is not.
No. So
perfect.
I built Hydra.
Yeah, I know.
Just like all buyer burns, the founder of that protocol is the one who has access to everything. And that's
No, I
it.
was 99% sure, but I just wanted to make it
That's a good
1,000%
question.
sure.
Some people don't know. Good question. There's no stupid question, right? Like,
Well, I just didn't know once it flows there if it happens to be another person that had the lever. Then I was just wondering if it's the person I might be talking to right now or somebody else that had.
yeah, it's good.
Don't worry about it.
You know what I mean?
No, it's a good question. People need to understand too that what Jay is talking about too. The funds are in smart contracts. They're not just in regular wallets, personal wallets. You know? These are smart contracts. So what he's talking about, it's important to talk about and to understand that the sections he's talking about these are all smart contracts. You know,
Yes.
not like Jake or anybody or whoever has keys to any of these things could just take the funds and walk away with it. No, like they could maybe increase or decrease the buy and burn rate, like just like your stove. They just can't take the stove and run away out of your house.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just whoever is increasing the interval and decreasing the interval, is it? I want to make sure. I just want to check.
Yeah.
If it was the person I thought it was, it's good.
Yo, dude, I love looking at just the element chart, and I see somebody sell and then buy and burns, buy, and then somebody just clicks like the buy and burns and, and goes right back up. It's so funny, man. It's so good. It's so good.
Dude, you said earlier that you're
one
building.
day.
Dude, you said earlier that you're building already. There's 3 other protocols planned for E280, right?
Mhm.
Would they be burning it?
That's all he's saying. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the count's officially at 4 because I'm including Jake. So we got Jake that's interested. I like his idea. Hyper deflationary on hyper deflationary. Love it. That's all you got to say there. And then you got
deflationary.
Do what?
On hyperdeflationary, because Titan X is about to be hyperdeflationary too.
Yeah.
So he's building
and then-
hyperdeflationary on your hyperdeflationary.
Jeez,
Right.
nice, man.
And then Steve, Volt. Everyone's loving Volt. Volt's just not stopping. And Volt is gonna have one of the pillars is E280. So yeah. And then obviously more alpha that I'm not ready to share yet, but more is coming. Very soon.
Come on.
In
But I mean,
August.
Realistically, I mean, with everything we know is building, and then the other 2 or 3 protocols that are planned for, like, realistically, there's got to be at least 30 to 40 other protocols that are planned right now already.
Like in general in the ecosystem, probably.
There's got to be with just so the Blaze team made a very interesting comment once. I don't know if everybody picked up on that, but about a month ago, they said that with when they launched Elevate. Is it Elevate? No, sorry.
Accelerate.
Inferno.
Accelerate. Sorry.
Oh,
They said that him and his 2 other partners were they're each getting like 2 or 3 calls per day.
Mhm.
People wanting to build, and he said, 90% of them are no good. They either don't have a good idea or don't have the money to back or whatever. Maybe only 5-10% are good. But I was like, okay, that's 6 to 9 calls per day.
Yeah.
10% of that is like 1 good lead per day. This was a month ago. Did anybody catch on that? Like, that's insane.
Oh,
He's doing marketing math over there. I love it. He's like, wait a minute. So this amount of contacts, this amount of leads.
Oh, yeah,
Bro!
no, but it's a minimum it's a minimum good lead every second day. That somebody's got a good idea and got the money to back it. In theory, kind of. They're getting like 15 solid leads per month. Just that team alone.
Mhm.
This was a month ago.
Yeah.
Nobody even knew at the time. They were not even marketing Accelerate.
Nah, they're also very they're getting swamped.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure. Like, geez and rice.
This question, I can't really give advice on, you do DeFi how you do it. But I will say you're welcome
Well,
to Compound. And you're going to pay a
give it a
tax
shot.
to all the NFT holders in the process.
You can try.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Volt is up only. It's sick. Volt just came out of nowhere. I was not ready for that. It's so good.
Every time there's a little pullback, I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. Let me just get a little bit more.
Yeah.
But all the pillars that he's launching are going to put a significant amount of pressure on the original Volt. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's also, it's taking all these tokens as inputs. So it's supporting everything. All these pillars are supporting these projects, just like E280. It's going to be an input token on one of these pillars. So it's designed to support Volt, but it's pulling E280 off the market. Because it's required as a token for an input to come in. So
yeah. So if you look at sorry.
Yeah, and so for example, Volt Gold, I think 10% of the E280 that goes in gets burned, and then it routes through the Volt pairing, and then a percentage of the Volt that gets bought through the market goes back into the Volt, the Treasure Vault, so people can auction on it on the Volt side. So it provides buy pressure, burns the input token. So it burns the input token, provides buy pressure on Volt, and that's just providing buy pressure on Volt. It's also buy pressure on itself, because Volt Gold, for example, is paired with Volt. Like there's you did a whole stream on it. I think it was yesterday when you talked about the Nexus, etc. I was like in the middle.
Yeah, I listened to that stream. I did, and I tried to.
It was a lot.
Holy fuck, man! I was like, "Geez, and rice." And then there's the wheel, and then there's the Nexus, and then there's the Apex. I was like, "Geez, and rice." And Jake's like, "What the fuck are you building?" He's like, "Cheese and rice." I'm like, if Jake is freaking out, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it clicked with me now. The Nexus is a cool idea. I'm very curious to see how that plays out, where you just essentially recirculate in certain liquidity pools while burning and vaulting, etc. That's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, because that helps everything, because it becomes a massive supply sink.
But is 100% of the input token burnt, like Inferno or
No.
E280? No. Okay, that's what.
No. So let's say
you need the liquidity.
Let's say Element 280 comes in, 1 billion Element 280 comes in, 100 million gets burned. The other Element 280 essentially buys gold, which is the Volt on Element 280.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a very similar setup to the original Volt, just with different input tokens and the Volt pairing in the middle, and a percentage going back to the Treasure Vault.
Oh, fuck! It's buying the original Volt to get to the.
Oh yeah, it's a massive buy and burn
to get to the pillar. Jeez, Christ! Oh, shit.
We're gonna blow his brain right here on
This
stream.
guy's
Live
losing
on
his
stream.
mind over here.
No, it's just that I'm like, I don't want to sell this one and this one. I need to buy a bit of this, but I don't want to sell this.
Oh, did that comment from Fox Mulder? The last one. That was actually funny. He says, nice of Dude to take a break from playing background elf number 12 in Lord of the Rings to be here with us today.
Is he talking about me or?
No, about
Dude.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off. I gotta go take care of some stuff. I'm sitting here in the dark. Like I've been sitting here with sunlight, and now the sun has went down, and I'm still at my computer, and it is dark outside, and my dog's bugging me. She wants some attention, so I gotta jump off.
Go ahead,
It's
buddy.
been great, You don't have enough E280.
That's right.
You don't.
That's right.
You don't.
I'm in the same time zone as you, and it's sunny where I am still.
Bro, it's 9 p.m. in New York. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I'm about to go eat breakfast.
Nice.
I didn't eat anything all day. That's what's up. Let's fast today. Let's go. It's so fun.
Okay, you guys take care. Thanks for having me.
Better man.
Hey, buddy.
You're awesome.
See ya. Yeah.
All right, well, fellas, I'm about to drop off too. My wife, I know, is gonna knock me out if I don't get off. All right, it's been a pleasure. Oh man, what a conversation, dude. What you created was amazing. Jake, you already know how I feel about you. Mo, you, Jay, keep up with your marketing stuff, and the information you give is very valuable. I appreciate it, man. Everybody in the chat, keep it up, man. This is great. Get your E280s, man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. In a few months, I'm gonna look back. I'm like, I told you, you should get it. You know, so please do that. And, dude, I did send you a TG. When you ever get a chance to look at that, we'll talk about that more later. Okay, buddy?
Cool. Yeah.
You guys enjoy it, man. And, you know, just don't FOMO, man. Don't FOMO too much, man. And please, if you can.
Too late for that.
You can't do that. You give us all FOMO, and then you go, don't have FOMO. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's all you do is give me FOMO. I love you, Marco.
Burn all your NFTs if you can, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Later.
See you, bro. See you, bro.
That's it.
All right, I'm gonna hop off as well because I don't want to hit
Yeah.
the 4 hour mark. Because
I was just going to say, as long as you end in the next 15 minutes, Jake's happy.
No, yeah, I'm ready to wrap up. You know, because we did an hour-long stream with Mo before we even started this, so we're going on plenty long enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
These
Jake,
stats are
animals.
amazing.
Jake, do you have
Animals
time
all
to
day.
jump on a call for about 10 minutes so I can run my marketing idea with you? I didn't want to say it on
we
the
can do
stream
it in
'cause I-
we can do it in the back room after this. I can be on for like 5-10 minutes more.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody? You got any last words, Jake?
I'll do the Mo. It's gonna be nice.
Fucking nice.
Well, now Mo, now you can't say that. So, what are your last words?
Let's fucking go.
Oh, damn it! You stole my last words.
Before you go, how do we do the back room?
Well,
You just stay
I'll
on.
kill the stream in a second. Yeah, just stay on for a second. Yeah. Just a quick update. Minting for E280 is live. We've got 18 days, 12 hours. After that, minting is forever closed. The tokens in supply are that's capped, and we start that deflationary stage very soon. So let's fucking go. Thanks for coming on and checking us out. And I'll definitely have my face on screen quite a bit in the next week or two. So yeah, stick around. And peace.